Hey team, welcome to ACE Academy. I'm Harni and today we'll be looking at the current affairs of February 7, 2021. So let's get into the first question. So the first question is, who has signed an MOU with SBI UAV to introduce Ninox 40 micro tactical UAV in India? So the answer is option A, Paras Aerospace. And you should also know the CEO of Paras Aerospace is Pankaj Akula. So the CEO is Pankaj Akula. And the Spears CEO is Gadi Cooperman. So the Spears CEO is Gadi Cooperman. Then moving on to the second question. So the second question is, in which state the Environment Minister has approved LIC NICL Electricity Project? So the answer is option D, Uttarakhand. And the capital of Uttarakhand is Dehradun and Gaishan, and this project is being implemented in Dehradun near Yamuna River. And you should also know the Union Environment Minister is Prakash Javadekar. So the Union Minister of Environment is Prakash Javadekar. Then moving on to the third question. So the third question is, which PSU has issued the largest tenor bond from India in 2021? So the answer is option B, PFC, and PFC stands for Power Finance Corporation, and the CEO of this organization is Ravindra Singh Dhillon. So the CEO is Ravindra Singh Dhillon. Then moving on to the next question. So the fourth question is, Bikram Singh Bedi has been appointed as the MD of which company? And the answer is option C, Google Cloud. Then moving on to the next question. So the fifth question is, PM Modi has released a postage stamp on the Diamond Jubilee of which High Court? So the answer is option D, Gujarat High Court. And as here we talk about the High Court, you should know the Chief Justice. So the Chief Justice is Vikram Nath. So the Chief Justice of Gujarat High Court is Vikram Nath. Then moving on to the next question. So the sixth question is, which institute has signed an MOU with NIUA for building accessible, safe and inclusive Indian cities? So the answer is option D, IIT Kharagpur, and the chairperson of IIT Kharagpur is RPSG Group. So the chairperson of IIT Kharagpur is RPSG Group. And NIUA stands for National Institute of Urban Affairs. So the director of this organization is Hitesh V. Then moving on to the next question. So the seventh question is, who has signed an MOU with CSIR NAL for the development of two-seater trainer aircraft? So the answer is option B, BEML. BEML stands for Bharat Earth Movers Limited, and the chairman of this organization is DK Hota. And CSIR stands for Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, and NAL stands for National Aeronautical Laboratory. Then moving on to the next question. So the 8th question is, which ministry has launched the mobile application for PM Savanidhi Se Samriddhi? So the answer is MOUA. So MOHUA stands for Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and you should also know the Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs is Hardeep Singh Puri. So PM Savanidhi stands for Prime Minister Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi, and it was launched in June amid the pandemic. It is a microcredit facility that provides street vendors a collateral free loan of rupees 10,000 with low rates of interest for a period of 1 year. Then moving on to the next question. So the 9th question is, who is the author of the novel titled 1857 The Sword of Mastan? So the answer is option B, Vinit Bajpayee. Then moving on to the next question. So the 10th question is, who has entered into an offset contract with JSC Rosso-Boron Export? So the answer is option C, BEL, and BEL stands for Bharat Electronics Limited, and the MD of this organization is MV Gautama. And Rosso-Boron Exports General Director is Alexander Alexandrovich Mikheyev. So the General Director of Rosso-Boron Export is Alexander Alexandrovich Mikheyev. Then moving on to the next question. So the 11th question is, who has signed an contract with Seychelles to deliver a fast patrol vessel? So the answer is option B, GRSE, and GRSE stands for Garden Breach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited. So the capital of Seychelles is Victoria. Just to know, so the capital of Seychelles is Victoria, and the president of Seychelles is Wavel Ram Kalavar. So the president is Wavel Ram Kalavar. Then moving on to the next question. So the 12th question is, the Indian government has recently set a target of 100% electrification of broad gauge routes to be completed by which year? So the answer is option D, 2023. And the chairperson of Indian Railways, as it comes under the Ministry of Railways, we should also know the Union Minister. So the Union Minister of Railways is Piyush Goyal. And the chairman of Indian Railways is Sunit Sharma. So the chairman of Indian Railways is Sunit Sharma. Then moving on to the next question. So the 13th question is, which state government has announced no road tax registration fee on electric vehicles? So the answer is option D, Telangana. And you should also know the Chief Minister of Telangana is Chandrasekhar Rao. The Chief Minister is Chandrasekhar Rao. And the capital of Telangana is Hyderabad. Then moving on to the next question. So the 14th question is, who is the author of the novel titled Whereabouts? So the answer is option C, Jhumpal Lahiri. Then moving on to the next question. So the 15th question is, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has inaugurated Aero India at which Air Force station? So the answer is Yelahanka. So the answer is Yelahanka. So it is in Bangalore. Then moving on to the next question. So the 16th question is, which state cabinet has approved the Chief Minister Water Conservation Program? So the answer is option B, Maharashtra. So the Chief Minister of Maharashtra is Uddhav Thackeray. And the capital of Maharashtra is Mumbai. Then moving on to the next question. The 17th question is, which is the first state to complete 5 lakh vaccines? So the answer is option A, Uttar Pradesh. And the capital of Uttar Pradesh, as we already know, is Lucknow. And the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh is Yogi Adityanath. Then moving on to the next question. So the 18th question is, which state's CM has inaugurated the state's first heliport at Majuli? So the answer is option A, Assam. So the answer is option A, Assam. And the capital of Assam is Dispur. You should also know the Chief Minister. So the Chief Minister of Assam is Sabar Anand Sonowal. Sabar Anand Sonowal. Then moving on to the next question. So the 19th question is, who has been ranked first in India's most valued celebrity list released by Duff and Phillips? So the answer is option B, Virat Kohli. So the answer is option B, Virat Kohli. Then moving on to the next question. So the 20th question is, which general insurance has launched the Salute to Caregivers Ek Nyaya Nazariya campaign for cancer survivors? So the answer is Bharati AXA. So the answer is Bharati AXA, and the CEO of this organization is Sanjeev Srinivasan. So the CEO is Sanjeev Srinivasan. So that's it. We are done for the day, and thank you for watching our video. And if you feel that we are doing good, please let us know in the comment section below, because it means a lot to us. And if you have any doubts, please feel free to contact us in Facebook and Instagram. I'll be providing the ID. And meet you in my next video. Till then, bye. It's me, Harini, signing off.